Hello everyone, welcome back to Premier League Unfiltered. I hope you're all doing well. We are officially in the home stretch now. Matchday 34 is in the books, and look at the top of the table might look the same, but the way we got there, that's the real story. We've got Arsenal back on top, City breathing down their necks, and honestly, we've also got yet another manager getting sacked in London, so let's get into it. First up, Arsenal, they beat Newcastle 1-0, and on paper, you'd say job done, right? And Eze scored an absolute worldie in the 10th minute, and they just saw it out. But we have to talk about this pragmatic football Arteta is playing, and it's starting to feel a bit like they're just surviving. Newcastle came into this in horrible form 8 losses in 11. They were there for the taking, but instead of killing them, Arsenal just sat back. In the final minutes, Gyökeres had a 4-on-2 break and somehow didn't score. And if this title race goes down to goal difference, and with City beating Burnley 1-0, I think it probably will, those missed chances are going to haunt them. City know how to punish people. Arsenal need to stop playing pragmatic and actually start putting teams to bed. Next up, the big news of the week. Rosenior is out at Chelsea after Brighton absolutely battered them 3-0. The board finally have made the decision to sack him. And honestly, the stats are just grim. In 23 games, he had 10 losses, but the one that killed him was Chelsea went 5 straight games without scoring a single goal. Anyways, Callum McFarlane is taking over as an interim, and he is off to a good start, beating Leeds in the FA Cup semi-finals, and they have reached the finals now to face Manchester City in May. But anyways, the rumours are already flying for the permanent head coach. The name everyone is mentioning is Iraola from Bournemouth. He's done a fantastic job on the South Coast, and it sounds like the Chelsea owners want him to bring some of that identity to the bridge. And we'll see if that actually happens. And down at the bottom, it is getting tense. Spurs got a gritty 1-0 win over Wolves, which is massive for their conference. But the problem is, West Ham also beat Everton 2-1. Because the Hammers kept winning, Spurs are still stuck in the relegation zone in 18th. De Zerbi is starting to get some results, but they're honestly running out of time. And it's going to be a straight up fight between them and West Ham to see who stays in the league, because Forest have pulled away with that massive win against Sunderland 5-0. Then we had Liverpool beat Palace 3-1, and they've almost guaranteed Champions League football for next year. But the race for fifth is getting interesting. Villa had a bit of nightmare losing 1-0 to Fulham. They still have a bit of cushion, but with Chelsea falling off, Brighton are actually the ones to watch out now. They're sitting in the 6th position and playing with confidence to qualify for the Champions League next season. Alright, let's talk about United. We've got Monday night football coming up at Old Trafford against Brentford. And now, if we're being honest, Monday nights haven't exactly been kind to us this year. And after that absolute mess against Leeds in our last home game, I know a few of us are feeling a bit nervous, but look, that 1-0 win at Chelsea changed everything. The morale is high, we are in a very good position to lock in the UCL qualification spot, and we've got to give a massive credit to some of our players for that Chelsea game. Our defense was depleted going into that game, but they pulled it off. Ayden Heaven, what a performance at Chelsea to step into Stamford Bridge and win every single header. It was just unbelievable. And Mazraoui playing out of position at centre back and just getting on with it, that's the kind of grit we've been missing. The best news for Monday is that Maguire is finally back. We've missed his leadership, especially when we're pinned back, and Martinez is still out, and while Lenny Euro might make the bench, I don't think we should rush him. I'd much rather see Maguire settle things down at the back. But don't get it twisted, Brentford are dangerous. Thiago up front is a physical handful, so Maguire and Haven really need to be on their game. And I actually think Keith Andrews deserves to be in the conversation for manager of the season. To lose so many key players and their previous manager and still have Brentford fighting for Europe, that's incredible work. And I don't think they will sit back like Leeds did. They'll actually try to play, which might actually help us find more space. Plus, we've got Mbomo playing against his old club. You know he's going to be up for it. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him on the score sheet. And if we win this, it's basically job done for the Champions League. We'll probably spend the rest of the season just fighting Liverpool to see who finishes third or fourth, but getting the UCL spot is huge. It lets the board stop stressing, sort out the manager situation once and for all, and actually start signing players for the summer. And here's how I think we will line up. Lemens starts as usual. I'm going with Maguire and Haven in the middle. Haven has earned the spot, then Dalot on the right and Shaw on the left. Mainu, Casemiro and Bruno in the midfield. And we look so much more balanced when Mainu is out there. Front three, I think Carrick is going to bench Sesko. He's been so good coming off the bench as an impact sub, and I'm predicting Ahmad on the right and Cunha Rosenior on the left and Mbomo leading the line against his old team. In terms of the score predictions, I'll go with 3-1 United win. I think the confidence from the Chelsea win carries us through. I know it won't be easy, but it's time to make Old Trafford a fortress again. Anyways, that brings a wrap for this episode. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care everyone. Bye bye.